Alright folks, we got a John Deere X310 here. I'm going to show you how to take the front tires off, and then I'm going to show you how to take the back tires off too. Now, one of the problems we got today is I don't have a jack, so I'm going to show you how to use a dolly to lift this up so that we can get this wheel off. And we got some blocks pre-positioned here so that our blocks are a little bit taller than our support here. We're going to lift it up with the dolly and then slide the blocks up underneath there. Alright, so you can see we got our blocks here next to our wheel. We're going to set those blocks up underneath this piece of metal right here. And so we got a dolly here. Again, we don't have a jack, so we're just going to put that up underneath there, find something to lift up on, and pull the dolly back, and then we'll slide the blocks up underneath there. Alright, so let's go ahead and lift that up.
I got it on the...
Alright, so slide the block up underneath there, set it back down, and now our wheel, oh, not quite, we're going to have to put another board up underneath there.
Here.
Alright, so we got another board, and lift. Alright, now our wheel spins, we can take it off. First thing we're going to do, this is just a rubber cap. We're going to pull that off and just grab it, pull it. Hopefully, if it doesn't come off, you can grab a pair of pliers or something, but probably best to work it off with your fingers, that way you don't damage it. And then underneath here we've got our axle. We've got a retaining ring, okay? This is a ring that's just shaped like a big C, and the bottom where it's open is over here. It's got little holes there where we can fit a screwdriver, and we can pry that off like that. It's going to pop off. Don't do this in the grass, because you'll be hunting that down. Or the other thing you can do is you can hold on to that with a pair of needle nose pliers or something. Hold on to it while you pry it off, and that'll keep that from popping off all over the place. So the next thing you do is just take this washer off, and then this wheel is just going to slide off, and that's it. Put it back on, slide our wheel on, put our washer on, and then we're going to put this C-ring in the groove. Now, you're probably not going to be able to push that on with your finger, okay? So you're going to need to get you a pair of pliers or something that you can grab onto that. Grab onto this side of the axle, this side of that C-clip, and push it back on. Easier said than done. And there we go. Then we just put our dust cap back on, and that one's done. Now we'll do the back tires. Alright, so I'm going to do the rear tire here. And again, we got our blocks pre-positioned. We don't have a jack, so we're going to use the dolly, lift this up, and then I'll just slide this block up underneath here. Good, lift, slide that in, and now our wheel is free to move. We got it in gear, so if you take this little thing here, you pull it out, your rear wheel should turn, although it's not.
I think you got the brake on.
We got the brake on. So let's take our brake off.
Push the brake in.
Yeah, we're gonna have to push this, push that down. There we go. Now our wheel turns and it's free to come off. Alright, so we're going to do the same thing on this one. We'll start by taking this dust cover off. Set that aside. We've got, again, a big C-clip. You can see it's open from here to here. And we're just going to pry that off with the screwdriver. I'm going to hang on to this one so as it comes off, it doesn't fly too far away. Got a washer, and then now as we slide this off, there's going to be a key in here, which you can see as I move this back, there's a slot there, and there's a pin that fits in that ties the wheel to the axle. So we're going to pull that off carefully. in case our key is coming out. So you can see here the key came out with the axle, I think. So you want to pull that key out and not lose it in the grass. Alright. Also check to see if your washer stuck to the back of that, because as you can see here, there's a washer at the very back. And sometimes, depending on how much grease you got on there, that will stick to the back of the tire. You pull the tire off, you bounce it once or twice, getting it over to the truck, and this falls off and you've lost it. You don't want to do that. So make sure you're aware that that's on there, and whether it sticks to the tire or sticks to the axle. All right. All right. So now that we got that off, you can see our groove here in the axle. That's where that key fits. All right. So now that we got this tire off, we got this on blocks, and we're going to get some more blocks and lift up the other side, because these tires are going to go into the tire shop, and we're going to get some ag treads put on these so that we can go more places with our tractor. Alright, so now we got to jack up the other side of this tractor, and we got a little bit of a problem in that our dolly here is as wide as our opening, right? We don't have any room to put another block up in here to hold up this side of the axle. So we're going to have to figure out some other way of doing this. So we're going to have to take the dolly out and then pre-position our blocks up underneath here. So we got a cement block up underneath there. We'll find a board that will lift that up, and then we'll lift this side of the tractor up, slide the board up underneath there, and then our whole rear axle will be up and off the ground. So we'll try that here next.
Okay.
Alright, so I think we're going to try to lift it up, see if the mowing deck is, we'll lift it. Probably not the recommended way of doing this, but alright, so we got that up underneath there.
There we go.
Our tire spins, so we're good to take this one off. Same procedure, different tire. And then when we got the ag tires on here, we'll just reverse it, put those back on there, and we'll be good to go.